Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Bills are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bucs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Jameis now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Winston now to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Left side here, caught by Clay. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. After the interception, here's Peterman. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll give the Bucs a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. On play action, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw, Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Back deep is Micah Hyde. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Second down, Peterman. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 10 yards to go on third. Out of the gun, Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go. No, check, Patriot.
On second down, here's Peterman. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Golston. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, here we go. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Here we go.
Now Peterman on second down. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Leopard. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Peterman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Jameis now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Jackson's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
And again, it's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Peterman now to throw on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
No, Jack, Patriot. All right, here we go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, Peterman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30. He trots out there now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Second down following the incompletion. Here's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Winston from the gun on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills head on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And now here is another interception. And he coughed it up. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the Bills have recovered. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson. Room here to run. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Denard Robinson by himself. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 62 yards on the ground. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Peterman to throw. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Peterman. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Peterman. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Clinton McDonald breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On the run, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. Denard Robinson by himself. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They're not running it. Peterman wants to throw it, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now a carry from Mack. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build up.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They run. Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Oh, eluding the tackle. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check three. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Winston now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.